Hey, what's going on everyone? NoZoupForYou here, and today I have a scenario. It's kind of a two-part exercise, just something that I want you all to think about, and I'm going to give you my opinions on it as well. So, here's the scenario. For some reason, Wargaming, in their infinite wisdom, has decided that you can only choose one ship in your port to ever play again. We don't know the reasons they've done this. Maybe they just got bored, or they've got a monkey in charge up there. I don't know. But that is the scenario. They've said you can only choose one ship. You've got to choose it now. What ship do you choose? Now, most likely, if you're a battleship main, you're going to choose a battleship. If you're a destroyer main, you're going to choose a destroyer. Most people go with what we're comfortable with. And I understand that. That makes absolute sense. Really, there's no point in taking a premium ship that earns a lot of credits because you don't need credits anymore because you can't buy another ship. You're stuck with this one ship for the rest of the time you play World of Warships. So you gotta make it a good one. And you gotta think about what tier you want to choose it to be in. So that's the first part of our exercise. Now for me, it's kinda hard. I like all the ship classes, pretty much equally, well to a lesser extent the CVs. Love battleships, love cruisers, love destroyers. Now, while I might go with destroyers, because I like the gameplay of destroyers, and I feel out of all the ships I play, I do the best in destroyers, I'm not going to go with a destroyer. And there's many destroyers that I could choose. I could definitely go with gearing. Absolutely could see myself playing gearing for the rest of this game. I'd have no issues not playing any other ship. That's how much I love the gearing. Yu Yang used to be great. Still enjoy it a lot, could still see myself using it, and if I was forced to use it, I could probably still make do and be happy with it. Those are the two ships I'd probably choose on the destroyer side of things, but I'm not selecting a destroyer. And while I do love battleships as well, and I'd be happy with the Montana for the rest of my warships career, or maybe even the Bismarck, I enjoy playing the Bismarck, or the Massachusetts for that matter as well, absolutely love the Massachusetts. Yeah, I'd be happy playing the Massachusetts, and not only the Massachusetts from this point on. But I wouldn't pick a battleship either. And carriers aren't in the running. There's no way I'd want to play a carrier over and over and over and over again for the rest of my warships career. Not at all. That would be so dull. I wouldn't last a few months. I think I'd probably just remove the game if that were the case. No, I would definitely go with a cruiser. And I know exactly what cruiser I would choose. For me, there's only one option that I can think of if I were only to be able to play one ship forever, and that would be the Des Moines. Without a doubt, it'd be the Des Moines. And really, this wasn't a hard decision. For me, at least. And the reason I would choose the Des Moines, and I'd choose Tier 10, Tier 10 is what I play the most at right now. I think I spend the majority of my time at Tier 10. So it would make sense for me to pick a Tier 10 ship. Now, cruisers might not be the obvious choice for many people. Again, people go with what's comfortable, and while some people are very, very comfortable in cruisers, with the high tier meta right now, most people are comfortable in either battleships or destroyers, or Smolensk, which is a class of its own, along with Stalingrad. Now, I know a lot of people would probably say, you put me in a Smolensk, and if that's the only ship I can ever play again, I'm probably going to do pretty fine. But I wouldn't choose a Smolensk. I'd try to avoid playing the Smolensk at this point. No, for me it'd be the Des Moines. And the reason why is, I think for me, the Des Moines ticks every single box I look at for a ship. It's got great offensive capabilities. Its guns are awesome in my opinion. They're fast firing. The HE sets fires. The AP does significant damage against all ships. Cruisers, battleships. Doesn't matter what you're firing at. You've got a type of round that can make short work of it. Defensively, you've got great anti-aircraft capability. You add the legendary mod for your maneuverability. You can start up and you can stop on a dime. Love the legendary module for the Des Moines. Defensively, you've got pretty good armor as well. You've got survivability right there. While it might not be as good as something like the Alaska or the upcoming Puerto Rico, you can still take damage, provided that you play somewhat smart, and you don't give up your broadside too easily. But you've got survivability in it, and you've got radar. You can find those Smolensks and absolutely destroy them with your AP. You can find destroyers and take them out with your HE. If a battleship charges at you, you've got your HE that you can keep peppering them with. It's very easy to rack up 100,000 damage in a close quarter battle in the Des Moines. And I love it for that reason. And I love playing the Des Moines. Now, is it my best ship? No, probably not. I mean, I have great rounds in it. I've also had some stinkers, but that's the case with every ship I play, though. And I'm sure that's the same for most of us. But if I had to choose only one ship, just looking at the abilities of the ship and how much I enjoy it, I think Des Moines fits the bill. So that's the first part of our little exercise right here. What would be your ship of choice? What would be that one ship that you would choose to play forever and ever and ever again? Now, the second part of this exercise, I want you to actually focus on that ship. If you want to, that is. I want you to make it your mission for the next week or so to exclusively play that ship. Now, you don't have to exclusively, but play it more than you normally would. And when you do it, just think about those reasons that you selected this ship as your one and only ship forever and ever until the end of all time. Think about the reasons you would play this ship and what it has that make that your one go-to ship. The one ship you would want. What about it makes it that way? Is it its armor? Is it its offensive capabilities? Is it its defensive capabilities? And when you're playing it, I want you to focus on those things and use those to your advantage. I want you to do this and see if you can improve your gameplay in this ship, or just have better rounds than you normally have, or even better rounds than you've been having in other ships. It's surprising how much just mixing things up will do for your gameplay and for your skill for a short time, and for the fun factor overall. If for nothing else, just do it for the fun of it. Do it to reinvigorate that ship for you and for you to enjoy the game a little more than you've enjoyed it as of late. Because I know from time to time this game does get stale. It does get a little boring. And you need to look for ways yourself to make the game enjoyable for you. And I think this is one of those things that you can do as a personal challenge to make the game enjoyable for you. Set yourself a little personal mission. You know, choose that ship that you think would be your one and only ship. If Wargaming came to you and said, you can only have one, there can only be one, take that ship you would choose, think about why you'd choose it, and then focus on those aspects in a round, and just see how you do. I'd be interested to hear. And to sweeten the deal, I want to hear what ship you would choose. I want to hear what ship would be your one and only ship forever and ever, and why it would be that ship. And if you do that in the comments, I'm going to choose a couple to give away some CCT containers and some camouflage, and I think I even have some Italian crates as well. I'll give away one of each to 3 random individuals who have left a comment. And if you leave your name, I'll hit you up in-game if you're in the NA. If not, I'll just message you through YouTube, or you can hit me up on Twitter or anything else. I'll find you. I will find you. I have a particular skill set that makes me dangerous for... Never mind, that's that movie with Liam Neeson, Taken. That's right. Couldn't think of the name of that right now, but that's the exercise for today. That's the mission. This is what I want you to do and what I want you to think about. Let's have some fun with this. I want to see your favorite ships and why you would select them to be the only ship you'd ever play again. And maybe it's the Tachibana at Tier 2, or maybe it's even a Tier 1 ship. I don't care. That would be interesting. Be real interesting. I mean, I don't want to see Smolensk over and over and over and over again. I want to see some unique stuff, and why. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you all are doing phenomenal. It's been an interesting week for myself right now, and next week I got to head up to New York for an entire week. Got to do the whole army thing, so videos are probably going to be sparse next week. I'll try and get some preloaded and ready to go for when I head up there, so that I'll have something to leave you all with, something to entertain you with. But anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you all are doing phenomenal. I'll catch you later. I'm out.